What does Five Fingers say to the face? Speed World! Well, all right, everybody. It's Monday night, and you know what time it is. It is Rebel Racing Network. I'm Eddie Smith, and this is Speed World 87 Series Rebels Classic. And having a little technical difficulties right off the bat. Man, gotta love it. But we're excited to get going tonight as we're watching the Delaware 100, 75 laps at Dover International Speedway. Fun little fact here, this race was the track used to be called Dover Downs International Speedway, and it used to be asphalt. So in 1987, they'd be driving on asphalt, but tonight we're hitting the Monster Mile in present day in the 87 cars at Dover International Speedway on the concrete. So gonna be exciting tonight. From what I hear, these cars drive really, really well here, and I think we're gonna have a good time watching these guys fight this track all night long as those turn 1 and 2, turn 2 and turn 4 specifically, those exits get really tight. So guys are going to be watching out that all night, but also you got to take care of your tires. We've seen all year long that the tires are going to eat up in this car, and you have to be careful. You have to be careful. We saw Brandon Wallace get that win just by being able to save his tires. Came all the way from the outside of the top 10 to take that victory. So it's going to be on everybody's mind tonight as they get ready to get wild, and hopefully we see some good racing. I think this track and car combo is going to be a lot of fun. So we just got about less than a minute left in qualifying, so we'll go ahead and bring up the track info. And like we said, Monster Mile, we're gonna call it Dover Downs International Speedway. It's a 1 mile oval, 24-degree banking in turns, track record 166 miles an hour. And as of right now, in present day, most wins Jimmy Johnson with 11. Completely dominant, just completely owned this track during his career. So, but we are getting ready to grid now, so let's go ahead and bring up the grid and see who was able to take the pole tonight. And it looks like Garrett Kinder was able to take the pole with Josh Oswalt on the outside of the front row. Steve Loving starting third. Andy Kurtz starting fourth. Fifth is Brandon Pollock. Sixth, Michael Morrison. Seventh, Jason Lottridge. Eighth, Ryan Pendleton. Congratulations on the win tonight in the Legend Series right before this race. So he's jumping right in after a stone-cold victory and coming in 8th spot. Todd Schott 9th. 10th, Brandon Wallace. Travis Beaver starting 11th. Jacob Ellingson starting 12th. Jonah Colbert, last week's winner, starting 13th. Got a lot of work to do if he's going to make his way to the front. David Jones starting 14th. Kyle Roberts starting 15th. Starting 16th, Kenneth Boland. William Griffith starting 17th. Eric Burkhalter starting 18th. Starting 19th, Aaron Sayer. 20th, Tyler Rice. And Eddie Smith, Gene Watson, they have already retired. Normally, we got starting Parkers, but they are just Parkers. So, getting ready to get these guys going, get them out there, and I'm excited to see how they tackle this track tonight. 74 laps, 75 laps, excuse me, and just waiting on everybody to grid. Thanks to me and Gene Watkinson, they're going to get the whole grid timer, so apologize for that. But that gives us some more time to catch our breath and get ready. We got Kevin Kinder in chat tonight, so excited to have him as always and everybody else. So don't feel free tonight. I'm gonna try to pay a little bit of attention to chat, try to talk with you guys, and so don't be afraid to say something. I'll shout you out, and we'll have this conversation. I want to interact a little bit more with chat. So. All right, we're heading out on the track, getting ready to get this going. $75 laps, fuel probably won't be much of an issue, but we haven't worried about fuel all season long. It's mostly tires. Where we thought it was fuel, it was all tires. So we got an amazing field tonight, 20 cars, which is a great turnout. So I want to thank all these guys for coming out, and we are getting ready to get the green flag as Garrett Kinder's going to lead us down to start the race.
Green flag, green flag.
We're green. Josh Oswalt with a really good start, staying on the outside. Let's see how that's going to work. As you see the guys on the outside having to kind of scoot up the track, but Josh Oswalt fighting really hard there. Coming off turn 2, has a run, but Garrett Kinder able to clear him and take that lead spot as they go down into turn 3 and 4 for the first time. Guys really trying to see, as you see Steve Loving trying to get under Josh Oswalt already. So guys are getting really racy here as that was just the first lap. And guys are already trying to make moves, trying to go 3 wide. So far, so good. Man, I sure love the way these cars look as they go around these tracks. Garrett Kinder, the number 13. Kinder Farm and Ranch, Big Frig, Ford Thunderbird. Right on his tail is number 17, Miller of car of Josh Oswalt. Looking low, not able to make it quite yet. Tried to get a little run off that corner, but just not able to get the run down the straightaway off that low side. I think that'll be something that we pay attention to all night long, is you almost have this long diamond that you want to do in the corners. You want to kind of go in low, let the car drift up, and then try to shoot off the bottom of the corners to get a great run down the straightaway as those exits get really tight. So guys are going to have to be real patient about how they do their passes. And it's going to take a couple laps to set a guy up. Try to get a run off a corner, get him going down the straightaway. If you try to get somebody right off the turn, off the bottom, I think you're going to run into a lot of trouble. But so far, so good. Josh Oswalt still knocking on the door of the lead. As we go back and check some of the racing back here, Michael Morrison, Ryan Pendleton fighting it out for 6th place. Ryan Pendleton riding high on that victory he just had in the Legend Series. Already up a couple spots, so he's making moves. Lots of guys I expect to be at the front at the end. I mean, this whole field has a lot of potential, a lot of speed out there. Definitely can see Jonah Colbert making his way to the front. As you watch the number 1 machine of Brandon Pollock work that outside, you see it gets into the wall a little bit. Got to be careful with that. It's an interesting strategy, running up there towards the wall, trying to get a good run. But you have to be careful you don't get into the wall, so that's what happens. So you have to be careful he doesn't get up there. And he's really scrubbing off a lot of speed running that high. Not real sure how well it's going to work, but I'm excited to find out. We just talked about Jonah Colbert. Looking on the inside. Jason Lottridge, you see Travis Beaver right on their bumper. Follow him through. Jason Lottridge going to drop back to 10th position. Jason Lottridge most likely doing the smart thing, just taking care of those tires, not letting them let them burn up too early. Got a long way to go. 1-2 sets of tires. Oh no, we have unlimited tires. Let's see. Right back up to the lead. Looks like Garrett Kinder has started to put a little bit of gap on Josh Oswalt. You can see on the left side of your screen. I'm going to leave that up so you guys can see the battles going on all throughout the track as we try to get all 20 cars in tonight. But Garrett Kinder so far doing a really nice job. We have Aaron Sayer on pit road. Not really sure what happened. I think he's got some damage and is currently repairing that. So it don't look like there was an accident. It might have knocked down the wall. I'm not real sure. He's got a fast repair, so I'm not real sure why he may have had it unchecked. I don't know. But we can already see some right sides smashed in a little bit. Todd Schatz, you can see his right front there. You can see a little bit of that tire sticking out. So he has already had some contact with the wall. And Dave Jones right in front of him. Wow, what a fantastic looking car Dave Jones has. And man, the broadcaster curse gets him as he smacks off the wall in turn 4. These cars are resilient. They'll be able to bounce off that wall and be okay. Look at him. He doesn't even look nervous at all. Calm, cool, collected. So far, so good. 12 laps, still under green. So these guys showing a lot of patience, showing a lot of skill. Guys bouncing off the wall, but no accidents. Guys able to keep it together. So watch this battle between Brandon Wallace, Jason Lautridge, Jacob Ellingson, and Brandon Pollock there entering in the frame on the right side. Jacob Ellingson with a sponsorless scheme, which I really like. I like that. I think that's really cool with the red wheels. A lot of guys back then didn't have a lot of sponsors. Guys bringing cars to the track, and so he's sponsorless this evening. So if you're watching, you got a little bit of money out there, hey, sponsor this guy. He needs a little help. Watch this battle here between Jonah Colbert and Steve Loving. These guys are teammates, JC Motorsports. Jonah Colbert trying to move up into that top spot. You see Michael Morrison also working through there. It's Travis Bieber as well. A lot of movement going on. As, my cameras betrayed me there. Jonah Colbert is able to get through. Ryan Pendleton also up to 4th as Steve looks like he is fighting off some hungry Hornets here. It's a little bit out of shape off that corner. It's going to open the door for Travis Bieber on the inside. Travis trying to keep off of him. Steve Loving really having to, it looks kind of like Steve is pinching Travis down, but unfortunately off that turn, you cannot run wide off of turn 2. You'll demolish your car. So he has to stay in that groove. So there's just not a whole lot of room off those corners. That's why this is so dangerous. But man, what great racing so far by these guys. I don't know why I'm surprised. Every week they have gotten so much better and so much better. And another night of improvement for sure as we are 16 laps caution free as we watch Steve Loving try to stop the bleeding a little bit, starting to fade a little bit down 4 spots as he's under fire from Michael Morrison now. So maybe a couple too many wall slaps. Go back up front. Josh Oswalt under fire from Andrew Kurtz. He gets a little bit tight off the corner, allow Andrew to get by him. So now move Andrew Kurtz up to 2nd place. No surprise there as I'm starting to see the guys that normally run up front start to make their way up there. We don't normally get a whole lot of long green flag runs, so it'll be interesting to see how guys are going to manage that this race. Normally we'll have a caution. We have unlimited tires, so guys can go in and get those done. Well, I jinxed it. I ran my mouth about the cautions one too many times, and it looks like looks like Kyle Roberts gets a little bit loose, trying to keep it down, spins it down the front stretch right in front of the flagman. Barney sees him, so he just throws it out immediately as Kyle does a 360, and then, oh my goodness. And Kyle was at Texas Motor Speedway for the race this weekend. He might still be might still be recovering from that as he gets caught up to the field. No damage, doesn't look like he just barely tagged the wall, so shouldn't be too much of an issue as we're going to see everybody come down pit road and get their service. Let's see what the pit lane camera looks like. It's going to betray me. I know it. No, it looks awesome. Awesome. Cool. So we're going to run with this one as Garrett Kinder's going to lead us down. Andy Kurtz up to second place. Your top 5 right now, Garrett Kinder, Andy Kurtz, Josh Oswalt, Jonah Colbert, and Ryan Pendleton. That's your top 5 as it stands. We'll see how they come out of pit road as we see Garrett Kinder come in and get his stop. The guy on the right wearing the Kinder Farm and Ranch with the Dale Jr. skeleton gloves. He's over there talking. He ain't doing nothing. Guy fella, what you doing over there? He's just running his mouth, not even paying attention. Unbelievable. They drop the jack. Garrett Kinder is able to make it out. A little trouble, it looks like, with Josh Oswalt. He drops back a spot. Jonah Colbert able to come out of pit road in 3rd place. So, you know, just a little bit of movement by him. Brian Pendleton drops back outside the top 5. Steve Loving able to gain some spots on pit road. So, crew's doing some good work. As you see, my goodness, Steve Loving had a 21.75 pit stop time, which is really, really fast. So no wonder he's able to get that spot, or a couple spots actually. And everybody else sort of in the 22s, and then unfortunately bad RNG for Josh Oswalt as he was in the 23. So just a little bit of RNG. It's just like real life. I know that it's frustrating, especially when you go in there and have a good race, get out there on track, get a couple spots, and then you got just a random number generator. But in real life, you know, pit crews are variable, so iRacing does it too. If you're good enough on track, though, you'll be able to make it up, I think, and only a couple spots lost for some of these guys. Well, all right. Well, while we have some time, let's go to a quick commercial break and get some of our sponsors in.
You are about to see the smartest oil change you can make. Introducing a new Quaker State motor oil. Now Quaker State has a revolutionary formula called QSX. QSX fights engine choking sludge better than other leading oils to keep oil flowing to vital engine parts. For a cleaner, longer-lasting engine, change your oil. Really change your oil to new Quaker State with QSX, the smartest oil change you can make.
All right, just in time for the 1 to green is we're going to get this back underway. Lap 22, going to go green on lap 23 of 75. So great race so far, as we've seen a lot of great racing, and I think it's going to continue. Just a little small self-spin by Kyle Roberts. Nothing too big. Hopefully these guys can keep that racing up, and let's go green all the way. The less commercials I use, I'm going to say it's going to be better. So hopefully that's the case. This time, Garrett Kinder going to have a sizable advantage on the restart, being able to control it. So let's see if Andrew Kurtz can be able to time it just right, or if Jonah Colbert's going to be able to get right on his bumper and follow him through. Garrett Kinder with an amazing restart. So Jonah Colbert able to pull down. Should be able to clear Kurtz. We'll see as we go on board with. Oh, and they're 3 wide back here for 2nd place. Andrew Kurtz going to have to settle in behind Jonah. Jonah's going to take that spot to move. Jonah Colbert up 11 spots just to start the drop of the green flag. He's going for the lead. As we watched from Andrew Kurtz, and Steve Loving is making a move on him. Andrew Kurtz struggling a little bit here, but let's go to the lead and watch. Jonah Colbert's trying to make a way on the inside, see if he can make that car stick. I haven't seen anybody be able to make that happen so far, but let's see if Jonah is, and he is not. So it's going to be tough to make a pass. Garrett Kinder doing a great job. You see Steve Loving moving up into the picture. Check back here. Kyle Roberts, after that self spin, trying to make up some ground. He's making a move on Eric Burkhalter in the Tampax car. And right behind them is Kenneth Bolin. Kenneth Bolin showing a lot of speed in a few tracks this season. He's probably just taking it easy, make sure he takes care of his stuff, tries to be there at the end. Had just a heartbreaker, got involved in an incident that had nothing to do with him a few races ago, and took him out of a good finish. So I know he's looking to try to improve on that, but it's got a little bit of ways to go as Eric Burkhalter gets a little bit loose off that corner. Kenneth Bolin seeing his life flash before his eyes as he's able to keep it off of Mr. Burkhalter. Check in on Dave Jones, Todd Schott. Man, I really like that number 10 car. I have to say that's an eye catcher for sure. As he dives down on the inside of Todd Schott. Gonna see if he can make that stick, and he does. Oh, and we're under caution. Oh my goodness. Jonah Colbert has crashed. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, it looks like he gets up on the wall. We'll back it up just a little bit. We were a little bit late to that, as he was underneath Garrett Kinder. As he comes off the corner, Garrett Kinder was trying to cross over and just gets into the back of Jonah, and Jonah gets into the wall trying to save it, and Ryan Pendleton just so hard. These brakes are not, and Michael Morrison just kind of plows right in there, just nowhere to go. These brakes are just so bad that it's just hard to get woed up pretty quick. So unfortunately, Jonah Colbert having to tow here. So we are under caution again. Got some guys taking advantage of this, going down pit road. I'm guessing, we have a fast repair. I'm guessing Jonah Colbert wasn't able to drive his car back to the pit road, so he had to take a tow. You see Brandon Pollock misses pit stall there. So we watch these guys who Steve Loving was up in the top 5, decided to come in and get those tires, and they will make a difference, even on just a few laps. They're going to make a big difference for these guys. So if you're outside the top 5, with unlimited tires, there's really no reason after 5 or so laps to come in and get those. So I think we're going to see a lot of shaking and moving and shaking there from these guys with the newer tires. Well, I'll tell you what, while we're under second caution, let's go down to Dick Bergeron and let's get some track facts and see what he's got to say.
Passenger car engine's oil is circulated by a pump that's buried deep inside the motor. All professional race cars, however, use an externally mounted oil pump like this one. And these pumps have a lot of neat features to them, one of which is the oil pressure can actually be adjusted outside the engine. But they also have some liabilities, the most serious of which is if this belt breaks, that's the end of oil pressure, and that's the end of the race.
All right, thanks, Dick. I appreciate that report, man, and we'll be thinking about that as it looks like Jonah Colbert probably has a lot of belts broken as he's still sitting on pit road with a tow. So that guy's definitely going to be looking out for that as don't want your motor to give way. Now, obviously, that motor is not the one that's in these cars, but dadgummit, it was cool, and I wanted to play it. So, good old Dick Bergeron giving us the what for. And looks like we have a EOL going out since Garrett Kinder brought out that that caution by spinning Jonah Colbert. Looks like an EOL was handed out, so he'll go to the back. I think it's a really cool thing that Original Rebels does across all series, just to keep people in check, keep people from, and most people don't mean to do it, which Garrett Kinder definitely did not mean to do that. Doesn't want to end anybody's day, but it's a cool thing that they do where, you know, if you cause an accident, then you know, go to the back, kind of get yourself situated, and come back up through the field if you're fast enough. But you know, try to prevent guys from causing too many accidents. Garrett Kinder, I'm sure, took it with no issues, but plenty of time, not even halfway, and he's got plenty of speed. He'll be able to make it up to the front. But we got a new leader, Ryan Pendleton, tonight's winner in the Legends race. So he'll lead us to green. He's done a lot of winning this week as he was able to take Bristol Dirt with an incredible slide job in the Xfinity Series, the Goat Locker Xfinity Series. And he, a Goat Locker racer himself, so you know they were proud to have him take home that win in their home series. And Ryan Pendleton, they're going to lead us to green here on this third restart.
Green flag, green
Gets
flag.
a great restart. Going to be able to clear Andy Kurtz, or Travis Bieber, but Andy Kurtz is going to look down on the inside of him, see if they can make some moves. I'm really seeing a lot of guys trying to make that bottom work, but it seems like the setup is probably just a little bit too tight that you try to gas it up and the car is just not rotating enough. So, we got 3 wide back here between Jason Lottridge, Steve Loving, Kenneth Bolin. Oh, and Steve Loving gets into the side of Jason Lottridge, and man, the broadcaster curses. David Jones, beautiful car, gets involved in that. Jonah Colbert squeaks by. Broadcast, I am killing folks out here. I'm just gonna have to point at the wall or something, because I have caused a lot of wrecks tonight by just turning the camera to these fellas. But it looked like we'll kind of go back and look at that and just see if we can find out what happened. We see 3 wide. Steve Loving gets down on that apron, just not a good angle to get in the corner, and slides up into the left rear of Jason Lottridge and just spins him around. And then we watch as these guys, wow, Brandon Wallace, Kyle Roberts barely making it past there, showing some really, really good wreck avoidance. David Jones, unfortunately, lost the dice roll and had nowhere to go. So, tough deal. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Kinder in chat says, don't talk about Kinder. So I will make sure not to mention his name until he gets back up to the front. A couple guys tonight. I've talked about David Jones's nice paint scheme, and damn it, if he hadn't been caught up in a couple wrecks. So I am just killing folks today. Want to say hey to Ratchet Miller and let's see, Steve McDonald in chat. Glad to have y'all, man, watching. If y'all are in here watching, shout out, man. I'll be glad to holler at your name. Always glad to have a couple mainstays in here that show up every week and support us, and I sure appreciate it at Rebel Racing Network. We are definitely glad to have you. Hope we put on a good show. Hope we make you laugh. Hope we don't make you cry, unless you're Kevin Kinder right now. And as we check in on the one who will not be named, who is in 12th. So had an EOL, decided to stay out there when a couple guys pitted, so he's going to restart right outside the top 10. So plenty of opportunity to make his way through the field. But right now, Ryan Pendleton showing the way, and Travis Bieber, Andy Kurtz have kind of been battling. Josh Oswalt was in second for a while and has kind of dropped back a little bit. But a lot of good racing. Hopefully we can get going green. Kind of had a little couple, which is my fault again. Had a couple yellow flags right after the other. So hopefully we can go green the rest of the way here and see what these guys have got. Because I'm running out of commercials. I may not have enough. While we're waiting, most likely coming to the one to go here. Kind of talk about the point standings before the races. We've got 3 races remaining, including this race. But Steve Loving with a sizable lead at 263 points over Josh Oswalt with 251. Brandon Pollock sitting there in third with 242, and Jason Lottridge at 238. Jonah Colbert, in fifth at 228. So a lot of movement can be had. You know, Steve Loving already been involved in a couple incidents. Josh Oswald's been super clean. Brandon Pollock as well. Just kind of, Brandon seems to be a little bit stuck. Hadn't been able to move up to the front here. Jason Lottridge, you saw him just get in an accident. So a lot of movement can be had. Guys who aren't up at the top there still have a lot of opportunity to make up points as we still have 3 races left to go. Don't look now. I just kind of saw him out of the corner of my eye, but the Toys R Us number 12 car, William Griffith, he is up to 5th place, up 12 spots from where he started. So Griff making a lot of movement. He's shown a lot of speed in these cars. There's a lot of guys who really take to these cars really well, and he's one of them, as he is he's been a competitor in every one of these races. But getting ready to go green. Ryan Pendleton is the man of the hour right now. He's going to control this restart. And green flag is out. Ryan with a great start. Josh Oswalt all over the back end of Travis Bieber, trying to tell him, hey, man, go on. Ryan Pendleton with a great start there. Gets as, oh, wow, Travis Bieber gets it wound up on the outside. Has to back out just a little bit, but interesting there. Trying to make that spotter call. It's an interesting way of racing, especially in iRacing, because you have an automatic spotter. And I'm not sure if this is what he meant to do, but I'm going to pretend like it was. You go down to the corner, if you're trying to get a run on somebody and you're just having trouble, what you can do is go up there and get the spotter to call out, get your nose, just kind of drive up in there and get that spotter to say car high, where the guy on the low side might give you a little bit of extra room on that high side, and you can get that run off the corner. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. He almost was able to get that spotter call, but has to drop back behind Ryan. And Ryan showing some really great speed. Go back here, check on some other battles, see what's going on out there. Jacob Ellingson having a great run as well. He's up in 6th place. Trying to hunt down William Griffith, trying to stay out of the wall. Brandon Pollock still flirting with that wall you see in the one car, that Fred Chevrolet Monte Carlo back here. Still running that high line. I just don't know, being that far out of the groove. I know he gets a great run off the corner, but you just see how close you get to getting to that wall, and he loses all that time he would have gained off that high side. So he's trying to make it work. If he ever gets it figured out, he can make some moves. Pretty much everybody's on the bottom, but right now he is losing spots left and right, and the one who won't be named is right behind him. He's also working sort of that high line, but you see him getting he's running low off the corner. Oh, he's going to get a big run off. Oh, Brandon Pollock in the wall again. Brandon's going to have to get down, get away from that wall, as he has knocked the hell out of that wall. Damn it. As soon as I turned him on there, I'm sorry, Kevin. I went on board with him and hit the wall, so I'm gonna turn off of it. But we got plenty to look at up here. as we see Ryan Pendleton has dropped back a couple spots. I somehow missed that. Apologize. Trying to. Oh, we got somebody else in the wall back here. Who is that? Number 15, Kenneth Bolin, excuse me, is in the wall. So these guys are wearing these walls. They're gonna make them. Oh, Jacob Ellingson goes down and smacks the inside wall, and keeps smacking the inside wall. He's trying to turn it, but it looks like he's missing his. Oh, his left front tire's still there, but just talked about. Look, here's the thing. All right, I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to nip this in the bud right now. I'm trying to talk about everybody. I'm going to try to get everybody's name on the broadcast. And dadgummit, unfortunately, somebody's going to have an accident. And so that's the case here. That's what I'm going to say. That's the final story. I'm going to leave it at that. Because I just talked about Jacob Ellingson, and now he is in pit road coming to get his fast repair, going a lap down. So let's go back up to the front as we watch Travis Bieber and Andy Kurtz fighting it out for the lead here. Travis Bieber up 10 spots from where he started. So, man, what a great drive by him as he has really been patient. The car looks really clean. Looks like he's taking care of it, but how is he going to do the tires? We're on lap 47 75. So, getting close to about 25 laps. His caution is out. Oh, no. Look, I didn't say it. I didn't say nothing about him. Let's go see what happened. Oh, man, Kyle Roberts just gets in too hot in the corner and unfortunately just couldn't get it woed up enough and kind of just plows right into the back of Garrett Kinder. Everybody else does a great job of getting around. And, ooh, Eric Burkhalter just sneaking by in that 71 Tampax machine. So Garrett Kinder having a tough night. Had an early EOL after getting into the back of Jonah Colbert, and now Kyle Roberts getting into the back of him. But pit road's getting busy. So we watch Travis Bieber, and pretty much everybody on the track is coming down pit road. And we can see that passing has been difficult tonight. So if you can get you a spot on pit road, that would be preferable to getting it on the track, as Josh Oswalt, who was running second, loses a couple spots on that first pit stop and has not been able to really gain it back. So a couple guys would like to be able to come out and gain a couple spots and not have to do it on the track because it's difficult. As we see William Griffith taking the strategy call, taking those two tires, going to take the track position and get himself out front. And don't look now, Jonah Colbert, who was felt like he was pretty much out of the race, up to second spot. So guys who have had a little bit of trouble starting to make their way. Oh, he got the lucky dog, so he will come down and get his service. So he'll be at the back, but now he's back in it. Got plenty of time, 25 laps, a couple cautions, and he'll be right back in it. So being a lap down just is horrible. You just kind of feel stuck, but you get back on that lead lap, you feel like you got a new purpose, a little bit of adrenaline starts to rise, and you start to try to kind of keep your head down and know that, hey, you can't really save nothing. There's nothing you're trying to hang on to. You got to go all out and get yourself back up to the front if you're going to win this thing. So, but new leader, William Griffith, 2-tire stop. We'll see how that plays out, see if that works out good for him. Some tracks are different. Some tracks you can do it, and it works out great. Some tracks, if you do it, it can really be detrimental to your overall speed. So, William Griffith will be our guinea pig tonight, and we'll find out what Dover does. Let's take another commercial break as we make sure we get in all our sponsors, even some weird ones, especially on Halloween.
This month, the most important science magazine in the world, Omni, will present a factual report on real-life dream control. You can actually learn to make yourself dream. Choose any fantasy you wish and then control its content just as a director controls the characters and action of his own film. April Omni shows you how, step by step, directly from the Dream Research Laboratory at Stanford University. And Omni speaks in ideas and language that everyone can understand. Test it. April Omni, on sale now.
What the hell was that? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. That's some weird shit. But we got the one to go, and we're going to see what these two tires are going to do as William Griffith making a call. You know, I don't know if he needed to do that. I don't want to ever knock somebody's pit call because it may work out perfectly for him. But I don't know if he needed to do that. He was up in the top 4 and had made up a lot of ground. I think 4 tires and try to see if you can get around some folks. Might have been the better call, but we will find out shortly. We'll try to knock out the top 10 real quick. We got William Griffith, Andy Kurtz, Travis Beaver, Josh Oswalt, Ryan Pendleton, Steve Loving, Todd Schott, Brandon Wallace, Jason Lautry, and Kyle Roberts is your top 10 as we get ready to go back green. Yeah, I agree, Matt. That was some weird-ass shit. I don't know what the hell that was, but hey, man, control your dreams or something like that. The 80s was a weird place. William Griffith gets a fantastic start, just blast out of the gate. And we're going to see right here what he's able to do as he goes down into turn 1. How good are those tires going to be? And so far, so good. We'll see once they get wound up if Andy Kurtz is able to make them towards William Griffith. Looking on the outside, going to try to get it wound up, jump down to the bottom, get the run off the corner as Griff's having to slide up a little bit, running that low line. And great run by Andy Kurtz. He's going to look up to the outside. See, Andy Kurtz, what he's doing, he's entering in higher and getting a run off the corner. And see, right there, he's exiting lower a little bit later, which usually nets a straighter exit and a better run down the corner. So we'll watch in 3 and 4 as he tries to do the same thing. Griff, they run a very similar line that time around. We'll go on board with Andy Kurtz. Let's watch him try to make that. See right there, just to make it ever so slightly of an advantage, being able to get off that corner, especially turn 2, a lot lower. As you can see, Griff is doing a great job on those 2 tires. So it looks like Dover 2 tires works all right because these guys are not blowing his doors off. He's definitely not holding anybody up. You hear him having to lift. I love these damn cars because I love how so realistic they seem compared to what I've watched before. You hear him. We'll listen to him. I'll shut up. You'll listen to him off of turn 2 as he's having to lift just a little bit as he gets on the gas in the middle. See how he just has to lift right there at the end. Just trying to make sure the car is set and before he can get back on the gas. Which you just see that a lot. You know, a lot of other cars on the surface, they'll be full throttle all the way through, like a cup car and a truck. But these, you really have to feather and have to make sure that you aren't on the gas and try to get on it too soon and end up in that turn 2 hole. Right here, so tight. But Griff doing a hell of a job on 2 tires, showing a lot of strength. Oh, he gets a little bit sideways in there. Smelling blood a little bit, but Andy's gonna have to be careful not to overdrive it, but he's got to go. He's got Travis Beaver all over the back bumper in that Valvoline 114 machine. So it's Valvoline on Valvoline and Toys R Us in a combo. Andy Kurtz going for the lead here. Looking down the inside. Griff's got to be careful he doesn't get into that outside wall. They both slow up, so Travis Beaver going to take it 3 wide for the lead here at Dover in the Rebel Classic Series with Josh Oswalt right there on his back bumper. Travis Beaver has to back off a little bit, and Andy Kurtz able to complete that pass. Wow, what great racing by these guys. They're really showing up and showing out tonight. As I don't think Griff is the 2 tires is hurting him. I think Andy just made a great move there. So a couple guys probably going to see that, put that in their memory bank. Is Griff doing a great job. I think Griff's got plenty of speed to go back up there and take this lead. See him get a run right there, having the lift just a little bit off that corner, but still doing a really great job. Check in on Ryan Pendleton, who has dropped back just a few spots. Was running up in the lead, up the top 5, but is running 12th. Just struggling a little bit here. Tyler Rice, haven't called his name much tonight. You can see the right side of that number 6 Hawaiian Punch machine is smashed in quite a bit. The back end smashed up. Hell, Tyler, go out there and smash the left side and the front up. So you got a little bit of dust on the hood. Might as well go ahead and complete it and take the rest of it out. So, but he's up 3 spots where he started, so it's not. He's just having a quiet, easy go at it. A couple guys get into a big melee. We know that this track, if you have a accident, it can completely block the track. We saw Jimmy Johnson do that a few years ago, and be able to make up a few spots there. So he's definitely looking to move up from 17. Michael Morrison back here without a front end, but still driving good, able to hang on to that 18th spot. Jason Lottridge, Jonah Colbert, battle going on right here as Jonah has moved back up into the 8th spot, started in the back here, and is moving his way back up to the front. So a couple cars that were involved in accidents still running in the top 5. He who will not be named is running in the top 10. Kyle Roberts right behind him. So guys doing a great job of staying in it, not giving up, and able to make their way back towards the front. Got a nice little battle here. Steve Loving, Todd Schott, Brandon Wallace.
Caution, yellow flag.
It looks like caution is out. Like Kyle Roberts again having an issue. Yeah, I'm not real sure. He may not have sobered up from Texas. So him and Garrett Kinder down there, it looked like they were, he just gasses it up and just loses the back end. Happened to him a couple times tonight. Dover just getting the best of him. That monster will just eat you up if you ain't careful. And so far, Kyle is become a victim. So. Under our 5th caution with 11 laps to go, so we're going to have a little shootout. And Steve McDonald says that was an Alien commercial. Yeah, those, it's funny, guys, these commercials, I don't know if I've told everybody on I try to just keep it pretend, but I will give a little bit behind the curtain. The commercials are actually from actual 1987 races. I pulled them straight out of there. So that Control Your Dreams commercial was on a Darlington Bush race. So I don't know what the heck they got going on, but that was an actual commercial from a Bush Series race. As we are watching pit road be very busy. Josh Oswalt, I knew that Griff's success on those 2 tires was going to play a factor, and Josh Oswalt, Brandon Wallace, Jonah Colbert, Jason Lottridge, a couple guys electing to take 2 tires and try to make that work. And Josh Oswalt, one of them, he comes out, going to have the lead. Brandon Wallace going to be second for this restart. And there's only going to be probably about 7 laps to go once we get going. And so you get a couple cautions. Josh Oswalt makes this move quite a bit, and man, he's really, really good at this late race strategy. Is able to, he did get the little love tap from Brandon Wallace in that Atari 99 machine. But he's really good at these late race strategies, position himself for a win or at least a great finish. So another example of that this week. And we've got some requests for an Alien commercial, so I'm going to go ahead and throw out another one because I'm here for the fans, baby.
What mirrors of the earthling?
Total high tech, sir.
Indeed. How?
Check out these Casio watches. This new Casio Pulse watch checks your pulse rate.
Not bad for a Zog my age.
Casio's new databank watch remembers up to 50 phone numbers, dates, hey, whatever.
Amazing.
Yeah, they've got more new watches than you can shake a board at.
Splendid. I can always use another Casio.
They do a lot more than just tell time.
All right, well, we're back. Let's go through the field. We're probably going to get the one to go, so I'll make it kind of quick as we go through here. And Josh Oswalt in the lead, Brandon Wallace in second. Jonah Colbert has made his way up to third place, so that's bad news for the competition. Last week's winner, Jason Lautridge in fourth. Andy Kurtz, Brandon Pollock, William Griffith in seventh. Steve Loving in eighth. Travis Bieber in ninth. Todd Schott blinking out in 10th. Oh, he's going everywhere. Uh-oh. Garrett Kinder, Eric Burkhalter, Ryan Pendleton, Dave Jones, Kyle Roberts, Tyler Rice, top 15. Michael Morrison, got a brand new car in 16th. Kenneth Bolin as well, 17th. Todd Schott is wrecking under caution. Not real sure what the hell happened there. Huh. But we're going into turn 4. We're going green, so I'm not going to go back and watch it. I don't know what the hell happened there, but somebody had some sort of issue. But here we go. Going to be 7 laps to go at the line. Josh Oswalt with a great restart. Brandon Wallace, not that great a restart. It's going to open the door there for Jonah Colbert to get on the inside. And not able to make it. Brandon Wallace with a great run off the corner. A great run down the straightaway. Able to hold it off. Goes wide there in turn 2. As he is winding that damn car up on the outside. But Jonah Colbert still has the advantage as he is going to get the position going into turn 3 and 4. Andy Kurtz looking on the inside. Oh, we got a huge crash between Brandon Pollock. Who is that? Travis Bieber. Oh, a horrible crash. That was nasty. As just a hard crash off into that backstretch. Good grief. Yeah, they crashed so hard the damn game didn't even see that they crashed. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened. It was already happened, so we'll kind of back it up a little bit. As looks like it started. Let's go up here to Steve Loving. Just see a gaggle of cars, guys trying to make up. Oh, and Steve Loving is going to get in the back of Brandon Pollock and is going to grab Travis Bieber as well. So Travis Bieber, Brandon Pollock third place in the points, has had a podium like 3 or 4 races in a row. Here at the end with 5 laps to go, not what you want to see. You don't want to be coming down pit road, fast repair or not. He is able to get a fast repair. You see Travis Bieber with the fenders hanging on. They get brand new cars, so not a lot of time. Going to need a lot of help to get back into the top 10, top 5, but they're still in it. A couple more cautions, a couple green-white checkers, and they could be right back in it. But doing a great job up here so far, Josh Oswalt has on those 2 tires. Andrew Kurtz in that Valvoline machine back there is the first one on 4 tires. So we'll keep an eye on him to see if he has an advantage, but Griffith has shown that the 2 tires is not a bad call, and you can really make some speed even with those older left sides. Lights are still on the pace car. Hell, I put these damn commercials in here, so let's go ahead and get this last one out of the way.
Listen to the heartbeat. Listen to the heartbeat of America.
If you have a dream, put yourself in today's Chevrolet Corvette and listen to your heartbeat.
The heartbeat of America. That's today's Chevrolet.
Alrighty. Don't know if we're going to swap right into a green-white check. We'll see once they get to the line, as they are definitely on the 2 to go. And we're going to get ready to settle this thing. Jonah Colbert has had an amazing race, or not amazing, but has had a kind of an up and down race. Was up at the front, got wrecked, and then went a lap down, got his lap back. The pit strategy coming out, and he is on the outside of the front row. So a hell of a bounce back from him, but also a great race from Josh Oswalt. Been up front all day long, and Brandon Wallace also making huge gains there, showing a lot of speed here at the end of the race. Won the race 2 weeks ago, so the 8 machine is where my eyes are, as he is the first one on 4 tires. He has been up front all night as well. So I would say, if you were going to bet on somebody, and I'm sorry for the guys up here, you know, I'm about to put my money on Andrew Kurtz with those 4 tires, but passing is difficult. So any of these 4, top 5, 6 are going to have a chance. And but right now, Josh Oswalt is in the best position, because if we keep having cautions, he's going to have the advantage being able to control the restart. So we're going to stay on the front, on the lead here for these last few laps. See who's able to get this victory. As Jonah Colbert in the 31 machine tries to find a little advantage on that restart and jumps it slightly, and Josh Oswalt able to get that lead. Goes down into the turn. So right now, Brandon Wallace really giving Jonah some trouble, as Jonah's trying to get it wound up. Andrew Kurtz coming into the picture. 2 laps to go. Gonna have to go if you're gonna make something happen here. Josh Oswalt pulling away. Oh, Brandon Wallace gets into Jonah, and Jonah Colbert around, and caution is out. Oh, right before he got to the start-finish line. And that is going to bring a green-white checkered out. And don't look now. I ain't going to say his name. Kevin Kinder, don't be mad at me. I ain't gonna say his name, but we got a 4th-place driver here. We'll see after it's all said and done if they get to hold their position. But we are going to have a green-white checker, as, man, Josh Oswalt could just – that Barney had the white flag and just puts it away at the last second. And almost got that white flag, but we're going to have a green-white checker as we're waiting on the pace car. Pace car's falling asleep. My man looks like he's got 2 left hands, because he's a couple left-hand cigarettes down there. Looks like a couple guys had some incidents there, as looks like Brandon Wallace just fighting hard, coming to that white flag. You know, it's not what you want to see, and I'm Jonah Colbert probably not happy with that, but just hard racing guys trying to get all they can get there to try to get up to the front. And Brandon just slides up the track a little bit and takes out Jonah. So Jonah kind of been a punching bag tonight. It looks like this fellow wasn't as far up as I thought, but a couple cars with damage in front of it. The green-white checkered, I think you've got to be in the top 3, maybe 4, to be able to have a chance, because Josh is going to get such a jump that you're just not going to have a whole lot of time to get everything wound up and get a mount a run towards him. So Josh still in a good spot. All he's got to do is hit his marks, not spin his tires, and he's still in a good position to get this. Excuse me. While we're waiting on them to go back green on this first green-white checkered attempt, I believe we get 2 of them. Let's talk about those who have moved up quite a bit. Brandon Wallace up 8 spots. William Griffith in 4th there. He is up 13 spots from where he starts, so having a fantastic race. Eric Burkhalter also having a great race. He's up 9 spots from where he started. He started 18th. He's inside the top 10 there in 9th place. Dave Jones as well, 4 spots up. Kyle Roberts, after multiple issues, has still improved. Tyler Rice, who we talked about just a little bit ago, kind of just being quiet and taking it easy, is up in the top 15, up 6 spots from where he started. So he's having a great run here at the end of the race, just staying out of trouble. Car looks really clean now. So, guys who kind of headed to the back, Garrett Kinder, Jonah Colbert had some issues, Brandon Pollock, Michael Morrison, where they started just having some bad luck this race. But all eyes on the front runners as we see if Josh Oswalt can make this two-tire strategy work, as he's got another 2-tire fella on the outside, but 4 tires is on the inside right behind him. So going to be interesting to see. I think, not to nuke the broadcast, but I think if he can get that jump that he's been getting all night long, I think he'll be okay. But that's why we run all the laps. That's why we run back to the checker flag, because anything can happen. But I know he would love to come away with this victory. Here we go, first attempt for the green-white checker. Brandon Wallace tries the same thing Jonah did, tries to get a jump and immediately backs out. I think at this point, if you're going to make that little jump, you just got to go. But Josh Oswalt, with a great restart, has a sizable advantage, as Andrew Kurtz is going to have to deal with Brandon Wallace. Brandon Wallace trying to keep that thing wound up. Both of them are going to have to get in line. So coming down in 3 and 4, everybody keep it together. Josh Oswalt going to get the white flag. William Griffith, you see him way out of the group, but white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Can Josh Oswalt bring it home? He's got a lot of space to do it. Got almost a 6/10 lead, as we got a wreck behind us, but it won't matter. If caution comes out, that is it. It looks like we're going to race to the line, as Andrew Kurtz trying to make a pass there at the end. But your winner, Josh Oswalt, with a 2-tire stop, going to win the Delaware 100 at Dover. Congratulations, number 17. Chevrolet Monte Carlo. What a fantastic race. Congratulations to Josh Oswalt. What a great call to get up there, get up front, and stay out of trouble. Was up front all race, started second, and finished his first. What a fantastic race by him. Cannot wait to talk to him about it. Man, what a great race. I don't want to give closing thoughts just yet. We watched Josh Oswalt try to burn him down, but Brandon Wallace just won't let him, and the melee has started. We're going to get a great view of that damage model as we've got a couple quasi blowovers there. People going upside down. Davy Jones comes in, messes that beautiful Amoco car up. Oh! By God, they got a family. Well, all right. Well, let's try to go ahead and bring up these guys in here, and we'll talk to Andrew Kurtz first. There he is in the waiting room. All right, Andrew Kurtz, you got me. Is Eddie in the booth?
Yo, Eddie, what's going on?
Andy, man, that was awesome. You know, I'm going to flip-flop call you Andy and Andrew because I see both names listed, so apologize if there's one you don't like. But, man,
it's all good.
Congratulations again, man. I feel like I talk to you all the time, and you had a great race there. You started, it looks like you started, fifth, and just kind of methodically stayed up front. You had a lot of great racing there with Travis Beaver, Josh Oswalt, those guys. And just stayed clean, stayed out of trouble, and just kind of talked me through that last call to take 4 tires and what you were thinking as far as maybe trying to get up there and battle Josh for the lead.
Yeah, that was an awesome race. A lot of good battles, like you said. The last pit call, I think I was leading there. I forget. But yeah, it was tough. I think it was like 10 laps to go. Caution came out. I think I just got done saying to my teammate Travis, man, I hope a caution doesn't come out. This is looking good. Then I guess I jinxed it, and of course caution came out. But yeah, I was trying to gauge what everyone behind me was going to do, sort of taking it slow down the pit road. But thankfully, when I went down, everyone else did, and had some good pit stops tonight. But I think a couple guys, I think 4 guys in front of us took 2 tires, and I didn't realize that tires weren't going to be that big of a deal here tonight. Guys taking 2 tires were really able to hang on to their positions. So I think in hindsight, I would have done that, kept my track position. But all in all, super solid race.
Well, let me ask you a question. What was it like out there? I mean, what were you dealing with the most that you were trying to fight to try to make it up to the front? I mean, what was the track giving you issues with?
I would say biggest call it issue was the cars. I think just have a pretty tight setup here. Really fun to drive. They're slick, but I don't know what to call it. They don't really, I guess, rotate well in the center, especially when you're trying to pass someone. And I think, I'm sure as you saw, it's way to make a pass is to kind of set them up on exit and get a run down the straightaway. But when you see guys going side by side in the turn, the guy on the bottom gets tight, you often make contact. Brandon and I were having fun on that last lap there. Kind of knew that was going to happen, getting into each other. But yeah, it was a tough track, but it was super rewarding when you could make a pass on someone.
Well, man, congratulations, 3rd place. Talking to you again. You got anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'd say tonight I want to thank my awesome teammate Travis Bieber for taking it 3 wide down into turn 1. Kind of crazy there. Definitely saw that one coming, braced for it, but I came out with the lead there, so I owe that one to him. But yeah, just want to thank Rebels Racing League, of course, for having me, and thank you for putting on such an awesome show every week.
Well, you're welcome, man, and I appreciate that. Well, all right. Well, let's talk to our 2nd place finisher, Brandon Wallace. Brandon Wallace, the Rat King himself. What's going on? This is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
10-4, Eddie the Alien. What's happening, brother?
Man, come on. Look, you win in races. You finish in 2nd. Man, you have really done a heel turn for sure. And you are becoming a competitor and fighting for these wins every week, especially in this series, man. It really seems to it seems to fit your driving style. A 2-tire call there at the end that really worked out. You're fighting with Andy Kurtz. Kind of talked me through your race, and especially at the end there when you were battling with Andrew for the 2nd place.
Man, I thought first one kind of went green a little bit, and tires were kind of important, but everybody was kind of coming back to me a little bit, and some of the other teammates I was at 80% on the tires, and they were at 40 or 50%. They were really hurting them. So I thought about taking care of them. Then the cautions came, and Griff had done pretty well in the lead there with 2 tires and with only 10 to go, and only a handful of them are going to be green. I know, like, man, we got to get track position. So it was worth a shot, took it, and then me and Andrew beat each other on each other the last couple laps, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, all right. Well, man, you covered it all right there, man. A great finish by you. Man, it's always fun to watch. Now, one thing I don't like, though, and I'm going to have to bring it up, we're going to have to talk about it a little bit. I don't like you wrecking my teammates. So kind of talk me through what happened there. What was going on?
Well, he was an unofficial teammate tonight because he jumped in the chat to yell at Kinder for wrecking him. So you know how that goes. And after that, he got up there, and we were all going to race hard because we knew the 4 tires were coming, and he wrecked, and of course it wrecked him out. And I'm like, did I come up or did you come down? And he said, that was me.
Well,
so I didn't mean to wreck him.
Yeah, you and Kinder bullying up on the JC Motorsports guys. We got to get us another one in there. That way y'all can't double team us like that.
Team Reaper to the front, man.
but all good. It's all for fun, man. This is not a serious thing. We're all just having a good time, and I know whatever happened, nobody meant to do anything. So, but congratulations, man. Second place finish. Always fun to see you up there. Really not cool to see you win. Take a win away from Chuck. I'm never gonna let you forget that. But great job on second place tonight, man. Congratulations.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. You're going to be like an elephant now. I'll never forget.
That's right. As long as you keep calling me an alien, I won't never forget.
10-4, brother. Have a good one. We appreciate everything you do.
All right. Well, let's bring in the man of the hour. He's been waiting. Josh Oswalt, this is Eddie. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you. How are you tonight?
Man, I feel like I've talked to you a lot here lately. It's been a good couple weeks for you, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Not too bad. I can't really complain.
Well, tonight, you kind of just hung around the top spot, guys blowing up through the field and then getting wrecked, and then guys starting up at the front, kind of head towards the back, and then you were just kind of up there just hanging out. And then what a fantastic call, man. What a great call to take 2 tires after seeing Griff have success like he did, and you took out like you always do. I talked about it in the broadcast. You always seem to is this a damn interview or I'm just talking? I don't know. Josh, talk to me about that about your race, and then finish it up with that call and take 2 tires to the end.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning, I kept pace with Kinder there, and then saw we had a gap. Decided to try and start saving. I brutalized my tires in that first run. They were down to like 45%. So second run, I just really aimed to just kind of hang out. And yeah, Griff took that 2-tire gamble. We were in Discord together, and I didn't think it was going to pay off for him, but seeing how well it did, I figured, I've been running right around 4th, 3rd, 5th all night. I said, well, give it a try, and took the gamble, and it paid off, and I'm really glad I took it.
Yeah, I asked Andrew Kurtz, but during the race, I mean, what were you struggling with the most with this car and this track? We talked about it at the early part of the broadcast, just how tight this, and we were listening to a few guys. You're having to go down the corner, get back on the gas, and as you're coming off, sort of lift to make sure that you made the exit with how tight it is. Is that what you were seeing?
Yeah, I really started to try, and as the tires wore, I couldn't wrap the bottom as well, so I then began to start to dime in the corner and try and get as low of an exit off as I could, just for the simple fact of trying to keep my car out of that outside wall. I cracked the rear end off at once in the first run, and luckily that was the only time. I mean, a lot of guys, cars were getting real tight off, and if I could diamond it, I can carry more speed out of the corner than just lifting and hoping it didn't ride up to the wall. So that really helped out towards the end.
When you took tires, did you notice that did the car handle any different? Did it feel about the same? Did it change the handling at all?
Oh, fresh tires, you could wrap the bottom, you can carry more speed. And
specifically 2 tires. When you took the 2 tires, did it change
really,
the handling?
No difference from getting 4. To be honest, it really didn't. I could pick the throttle up where I was when I had 4, and because my left side tires were only, I think, at like 80-something%. So I figured they would be good enough to hang on for a few laps there at the end. And yeah, there was really no difference from 4 tires to those 2 tires. It worked really good.
Well, man, congratulations again. Man, it's so much fun to watch y'all race. Y'all put on a hell of a show. I love this series so much, and I love broadcasting it. But do you have any shout-outs, just don't thank Brandon Wallace. That's all I say. Just thank anybody but Brandon Wallace, okay?
Well, there is one thing I'd like to thank Brandon Wallace for, and that's taking the bait on that final restart.
He sure did. He sure did. You got Jonah and Brandon Wallace tonight, so definitely had some really good restarts there.
But other than that, thank all the guys that, put this league on and all the admins that work together. Thank you for broadcasting, Big Frig Coolers, and friends and family that watch at home and cheer me on.
Well, all right, man. Well, congratulations. Great win, man. I hope you enjoy it and go celebrate.
Absolutely, I will.
Well, all right. Well, man, there's so much to talk about this race. It seems like, man, I hate that the series is coming to a close, but man, we are having so much better racing. It started off, I've said this a couple times, it started off really rough. Atlanta was just a caution fest. Just really guys trying to get a hold of these cars. And man, as the last few races have just been incredible, man. I have so much fun and I enjoy the hell out of this. These guys put on a hell of a show. Guys really showing their mettle and what they're made of in these cars. You have to really wheel these sons of bitches around. So it's really fun to watch these guys. 20 car field, only 5 or 6 cautions, not too bad at all. Put on some great racing. 3 wide. Matt Kleeman in chat says we were 4 wide at some point. So guys really racing hard. There's going to be some hurt feelings. There's a couple incidents out there. There's going to be some guys upset with each other. And that's going to happen. We just gotta realize, guys, we're doing this for fun. This is a fun league. Sometimes you're the guy that's doing the wrecking. Sometimes you're the one getting wrecked, and we're not doing it for money. We're out here just having fun. So tomorrow when you wake up, you'll forget all about it and move on. So, but man, what a great race! Don't want that to take away from anything. It's just a lot of fun. I want to thank Davy Jones and all the admins at Original Rebels. Zach Wetstein for allowing me to use the Rebel Racing Network. It's just a blast, and I appreciate the privilege to be here and appreciate the privilege of being able to broadcast for you guys. I want to thank Matt Kleeman, Kevin Kinder, Steve McDonald, Ratchet Miller, everybody that was in chat that didn't say anything. Thank y'all for watching. It's a blast. I hope that y'all enjoy it. I really have a lot of fun doing this. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody in the field tonight for putting on a show. And we'll head on out of here. So y'all have a good night. Wait, just kidding. Let's talk about let me give the results. Well, Josh Oswalt takes home the win. Brandon Wallace second. Andrew Kurtz third. Steve Loving fourth. Ryan Pendleton with a great recovery in fifth. Garrett Kinder coming home sixth after having some issues. William Griffith coming home seventh. Dave Jones coming home in eighth place. Eric Burkhalter brings the 71 Tampax machine home in ninth place. Kyle Roberts comes home 10th. Kenneth Bolin was able to make up 5 spots and finish 11th. So great run by him. Travis Beaver, disappointing with the incident there at the end, was able to recover and get back into the 12th position. Jason Lottridge 13th. Todd Schott 14th. Tyler Rice 15th. Michael Morrison 16th. Brandon Pollock 17th. Jonah Colbert with a frustrating night, I'm sure, getting spun a couple times. He got spun one time, but the other one was maybe a little bit of just coming together, like the Beatles say. Jacob Ellingson with a rough night, finishing 19th. Didn't finish the way he wanted to. Aaron Sayer went out early. I'm not real sure what happened to him, but he finishes in 20th. So now we're definitely gonna head on out of here. So y'all have a good night. Thank y'all so much, and we'll see you next week, Monday. The schedule. We're at Dover. Going to go Michigan next week, which will be a blast. Save your tires. Make sure you got a lot of right sides next week. And then we hit Rockingham at the end to crown our champion. So looking forward to that. We'll see y'all then.